Good day. My name is Dr. Linda Kiltz, and I will be your instructor for HSEM 405 Introduction to Emergency Management Exercise Design. I'm really looking forward to working with each and every one of you. But in this little short video, I'd like to show you how to navigate the course because it might be a little bit different than what other faculty are doing. First and foremost, when you enter the course, the first page is always going to be on announcements, and I usually use the announcements page to provide updated information about the course, updated assignment information, and reminders of when things are due. So please read these announcements every time you're coming into the class. They often provide some very important information. On the left side, you'll see a number of content areas for you to look into. And I first wanted to go through some of these. Of course, if you want the newest announcements, you click on announcements. If you want information about the instructor, my information, you can find my email there. And if you would like to contact me and have a phone call, we can arrange a Zoom phone call. Please be aware that I'm in Mountain Time. I live in Montana, so that means I'm 2 hours ahead of you in terms of my time. So if you want to meet at 8 o'clock your time, it's 10 p.m. my time. And normally I don't meet with students after about 7 o'clock p.m. in the evening, and I normally don't work on Sundays at all. So just be aware of that. I am more than happy to meet with you most hours of the day and almost any day of the week except Sunday. If you want some biographical information, that's also available on this page as well as in the welcome video. To get started in the course, go to Start Your Journey Here tab, and in that tab it'll have some basic information about what the expectations are and what you need to do to be really successful in the course in terms of paying attention to the syllabus and reading it quite carefully about the information and expectations and what some of the requirements are. This course goes at a pretty fast pace, and so it's important to be aware of when assignments are due and to try to stay ahead of the game in terms of getting items completed and read. Like I said, it's a pretty fast-paced course, and each element from week to week builds on one another, so you can't really skip items, and if you get behind it 1 week, it would be very difficult to do some of your assignments later in the week because everything builds on one another. This tab also has an overview of the course, including the description, objectives, and the course materials. There is one book that's required called An Introduction to Emergency Exercise Design and Evaluation that is available in the bookstore as well as at Amazon. Also available is this complete syllabus. Like I said, please download it and make copies of it. It's very, very detailed with all of the assignment information. In terms of the course assignments, they're all very practical exercises and orientation that's here basically every week for weeks 1 through 15. We will have discussion boards every week that are worth 20 points each. And in addition, there are a number of practical assignments, including taking 2 FEMA independent study courses in the first 2 weeks of the course. And then, as I said, we're going to be doing some practical exercises to help practice what we learn in the readings, like reviewing an emergency operations plan to identify the needs of a city or county in order to identify exercise objectives and training needs for a city or county related to emergency management. So all of these exercises really are the foundations of putting together an exercise plan in some way, shape, or form. And so the final element that you'll be doing in week 14 is a final presentation that will be due not on the last week, but week 14. And this document contains all of the information about your assignments and what's expected. This is also available, like I said, in your syllabus, and all of these details will also be provided in the content area. And so with the final presentation, That's going to be a PowerPoint presentation with audio elements that can be uploaded as a video or a PowerPoint, like I said, with audio, in which you're basically pretending to be an emergency manager, a new emergency manager, and where you're going to be requesting that you're given support and resources to conduct and design an emergency management exercise based off of the practical exercises you had completed earlier in the course, and you're to do basically a 7-minute persuasive presentation to convince your colleagues and elected leaders in your city and county about the importance of the exercise that you would like to conduct and getting the resources. So that information is there, and like I said, it's very practical. It's something you're likely to have to do if you become an emergency manager. Now, to get to the learning activities for week by week, you go to the Learning Activities tab, and each week has a specific tab. And if you want to know what we're doing in each week, you can go to the Learning Activities folder here. And basically, this is coming from the syllabus. This is cut and paste directly from the syllabus, from the content area, and it tells you what you're going to be doing for the week. So you can look at that. And to get to all of the materials in each week, you basically, we'll go to week 3, you click on that tab, and what you'll find are all of the readings for the week, or any job aids or resources. In this particular week, there's a number of documents by the Department of Homeland Security that we're reading, and there's some chapters in the DHS Homeland Security Exercise and Evaluation Program Manual that we're reading. And then each week, I often provide templates and job aids and examples of different things that we're learning about, so you can see them and learn from them. And then every week after the readings and job aids, you'll see the discussion board posting as well. In order to post to the discussion board, you can read about it, and then you can click on the discussion board link, the green link, and it will take you to the forum. And basically you can click to Introduction to the Core or the Week and do Create Thread. And so when you're trying to, like in this case, this is Introduction to the course where you're asked to introduce yourself. So when you're doing that, you say Create Thread. And what happens is that, again, the information for the discussion post comes up, and you answer it in this box here, and then you submit it by clicking Submit. So that's a way of introducing yourself, and this is for every learning activity. Like I said, it's under Learning Activities. We'll go back to week 3. You go to the discussion board, and you can submit your discussions through that. And after the discussion board, any assignments that might be due that week are detailed in orange. Again, for this particular assignment, if you want to upload your certificate that you've completed this FEMA course, you click on the link, and it takes you directly to this assignment information page, and it gives you a chance to either write your submission, or in this case, you're going to be uploading a certificate, so you can attach it by attaching the file and then submit. So that is where you're going to find all of your readings and job aids and materials. The discussion forums and assignment information is in these Learning Activities tabs. And all of these weeks are currently active. So if you want to see what's going on in every week, I don't necessarily turn them on by week like some faculty do. So you can go through and see what's going on each and every week. Another way you can find your assignment information is go to Assignments page, and here are all the assignments that are due, and you can click on any of those for additional assignment information as well. If you want to look at your grades, there's a number of ways that you can do that, and that's through this My Grades tab. And basically you can see all of your grades by going All. And once your grades are posted, and usually I will try to get grades completed, especially for discussions, within 3 days of the last due date. and with papers within 5 to 6 days or so, and so you have your feedback. But this My Grade shows you what the upcoming assignments are, and if it's already been graded, it will give you what your current grades are as well. So those are the primary items. Also be aware that there's these tabs along here, including a tab to the library. If you need help in navigating the Blackboard tools, there's a number of great tabs. There's also information about student resources and that type of thing as well. So there's some great information in the course. And like I said, if there's anything that you need, you can certainly email me at any time, and I would be more than happy to help you. But again, I just wanted to welcome you to the class, and I really look forward to meeting each and every one of you and working with you. Have a great day. Goodbye.